We're going to begin with some information tonight about something that I've mentioned a few times on the program, and that is jury duty. When you're summoned, don't try to get out of it. Don't dread going, because I think it's a kind of fun, if it's not a tragic case, and very educational.
You know what, and it's also our civic duty.
Absolutely.
And this reminds me of a conversation I had last week with my wife, who was called for jury duty and was asking me, surely couldn't a lawyer get her out of it, right? And so I said, you know, it is your civic duty to do. I mean, not only is it educational, but it's the right thing to do, because without good jurors, the justice system really does not move.
Who qualifies to be called to a jury?
So, you know, generally, each county does it a little differently, but most of them agree with these things I'm going to tell you. Number one, you have to be a U.S. citizen. You have to be over the age of 19 or 19 or above. You must be a resident of the county, and now some counties require you to be there 12 months, some 6 months, but you must be a county resident. You must be able to read and speak the English language, of course, because that's how the lawyers and judge are going to be talking to you. And you must not have been convicted of a crime of moral turpitude. You must also be physically able to do it. And a lot of people, when they're summoned, try to get out of it on a physical basis. I'll give you some examples. So if you have a bad back, that's probably not going to let you get out of it, because the judge will say, well, if I promise you we'll take a break every hour, hour and a half, you can stretch, is that okay? And, you know, because we don't have enough jurors as it is, because people don't show up, so we really need people to serve when they're called.
I did have one example where I had a kind of an expensive vacation plan, and they called me, and I called them, and they said, we'll reschedule for another week. They're very cooperative with you, but don't try to get out of it or ignore it, certainly not.
Well, and you bring up a good point. You know, all you're doing is delaying the inevitable, because they're going to get you back on the list, and if you don't show up, some judges will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Most quickly, to wrap up, most employers are pretty friendly about this. They don't usually penalize you for doing your civic duty.
If they do,
that's why they're nice.
If they do, you will then have a lawsuit against the employer.
They can't dock your pay or fire you because you're off. It's our responsibility.
That's right. They have to allow you to do it.
Very good.